We're joined by TNA's Robbie E. Robbie, thank you for joining us.
TNA's Robbie E. Come on, bro. How about TNA, former X Division champ, former television champ, former two-time tag champ, and one half of the bromance, the best hair in the professional wrestling business of all time, Robbie E. Doesn't that just sound better, bro?
Don't worry, we're going to get there. Thank you for joining us, though. Firstly, how did you get involved in wrestling?
Well, I wanted to be a pro wrestler since I was 4 years old. My whole life, my older brother loved it. So by the time I was like 10 and 11, I was like already taking it serious and like Googling online. I don't even know if Google existed then, but I was looking online for like wrestling schools in New Jersey because that's where I'm from. And I was really started to work out and try and put on some pounds. And at the time I was like 110 pounds. I was always little and skinny. So the day I turned 16, there was a pro wrestling school where if I had my parents' signature, I was allowed to wrestle. Drove down right when I turned 16, parents signed, and I was already training 3 days a week while I was a junior in high school. That's it.
Well, TNA is obviously doing very well, and recently they announced that their Bound for Glory pay-per-view is going to take place in Tokyo. What's your thoughts on taking the biggest show of the year abroad?
I think it's awesome, just kind of like taking the six-sided ring back. People love that because it's different. We're having a huge pay-per-view outside of the United States, all the way in Japan. It's different. I think it's just brings excitement and draws attention, and I think it's going to be, a fun experience for everyone there, everyone watching back in the United States or UK, wherever, and everyone just a part of it. I think it's huge.
And obviously, last year's Bound for Glory was very special for you. You won the tag team titles with your tag team partner, Jesse Godaz, the Bromans, of course. How does that rank up there with your achievements?
Honestly, it's pretty much at the top of them. The biggest pay-per-view of the year with my best friend winning the tag titles for the first time. Now we're two-time champs. We also have won them in Japan for the second time we won them. But yeah, that in last October 2013 winning those, that was a special night.
And obviously, as you've already mentioned, you're a former X Division and television champion. Didn't forget that. What's it like being from going to a singles competition to tag team competition?
Before I was with TNA, I did a lot of tag team wrestling, and then also in TNA, I did do some teaming with my old bouncer, who I kicked to the curb, that oversized hamster, Bigger Rob Terry. But now I've been an X Division champ, TV champ, tag champ. I think it's time eventually to slowly start looking at the world title. I think it's time to be Grand Slam and get every piece of gold around my waist, bro. What do you think?
I think it's possible. And obviously the Bound for Glory series is coming up. Are we going to see you involved?
Actually, this year there is a chance that I believe there will be no Bound for Glory series, but I don't need a Bound for Glory series to get what I deserve. I'm pretty sure everyone in TNA and all the higher-ups know that I'm a guy that is the future of the company, and I think I will get my shot. And when I get my shot, I'll take full advantage, and I will be a world champ.
And obviously, that's the only title that eludes you from being a Grand Slam champion. So could we perhaps see you inducted in the Hall of Fame one day?
Come on. Hall of Fame and Robbie E. They just gel well together, bro. Don't you agree? Come on.
Of course, bro. Well, Rob.
Wait, come here. Hall of Famer, Robbie E. God, that just sounded great.
What about Zima and Jesse?
Maybe they'll be there too, but definitely me. No, we'll all be there. Hall of Famers, the bromance with DJ Z. Perfect.
Well, Robbie, thanks a lot for your time and best of luck for the future.
Thanks, bro.